While the girls practiced volleyball, Park Bong-soo stood nearby, silently observing. Recently, he had awakened a strange ability, the power to see each player's stats and assess their potential. But for the most part, it hadn't made much difference. After all, he was just the team's ordinary equipment manager. Bong-soo had spent 17 years of his life immersed in volleyball, yet he never had the natural talent to become a top-tier player. Even so, walking away from the court had never been an option for him. He often reflected on the years he had seemingly thrown away, until one day, a mysterious message appeared before him. It offered him the chance to become a volleyball manager master. Thinking it was part of some game or a prank, he accepted the offer without much thought. From that point on, odd notifications began appearing in his field of vision. His first mission was to check the stats of any player. The next day, as soon as he arrived at the court, he tested his new ability, and it worked flawlessly. At first, he thought it might be a dream or some kind of mental trick, but eventually, he accepted it as reality. To him, this was a gift, a reward for his unwavering dedication to volleyball over the years. After completing that task, he unlocked a new skill, the ability to alter and customize the stats of players on his team. Suddenly, a volleyball hit him square in the face. Yusiha, one of the team members, was visibly annoyed. The air pressure in several balls was off. Bong-soo apologized for not checking them properly, but Siha firmly instructed him to make sure everything was perfect before the next practice. If he failed, there would be serious consequences. Curious, Bong-soo checked Siha's player stats, and another prompt appeared before him. This time, his mission was to test the customization feature. Siha had been suffering from a knee issue while she was doing her training at the gym. Later, when Bong-soo approached her, he admitted he hadn't had time to clean her knee pads because he had been too focused on inspecting the volleyballs. This made her furious. In an attempt to make amends, he gave her a fresh set of pads, attaching a small motivational note. However, Siha didn't appreciate his attempt to please her, and she even warned him not to suck up to her or do anything weird if he didn't want to risk losing his job. Before her injury, Siha had been a rising star on a championship-level team. Now, she was a bench player on the lowest-ranked team, and she often directed her frustration toward Bong-soo. Still, he couldn't help but admire her persistence and determination. Moved by that, he chose to invest his skill points into improving her stats. The change was immediate. She felt a sudden surge of strength and leapt higher than she had in years. Her reflexes sharpened dramatically. Everyone on the court noticed the shocking improvement. Bong-soo watched in awe, realizing his power had truly worked. He had restored her physical condition to what it was before her injury. After training session, Yusiha was puzzled. She hadn't made any adjustments to her training routine or diet, yet her performance had drastically improved. She really wanted to know the exact reason to maintain this condition. Burdened by questions and curiosity, she even skipped dinner with the rest of the team, lost in thought. As she stepped outside, Bong-soo approached her and congratulated her on how well she had done. With a teasing smile, he claimed that the credit all went to his motivational note. Suddenly, Siha pressed him against the wall. Her eyes were sharp. She had realized that something about her earlier performance wasn't normal. Her body hadn't been in peak condition, yet she felt stronger and faster than ever. She was certain Bong-soo had a hand in it. He looked at her calmly and said he hadn't expected her to catch on so quickly. Then he asked if she wanted to keep the strength he had given her. He promised to explain the cause of her transformation, but only if she proved herself worthy of knowing. Startled and confused, Siha pushed him away and accused him of being insane. But Bong-soo was serious. He told her that if she wanted to maintain her enhanced condition, she should be obedient and follow his instructions. His sudden change in demeanor threw her off. The quiet, obedient equipment manager was now speaking with unexpected confidence. Unsure of what to think, she found herself conflicted. Although frustrated by his behavior, she didn't want to lose this newfound power. After hesitating, she decided to play along for now. Just then, they heard footsteps. A group of their teammates were walking towards them. Seeing Siha standing near Bong-soo, they wondered what she was doing there. Thinking quickly, she said she was just helping him with something. The girls didn't question her further. After all, they were used to seeing her scold him constantly and moved on without much thought. As they walked away, Yusiha was overwhelmed with embarrassment and unease. She quickly zipped up her sweatshirt, warned Bongsu not to breathe a word of their conversation, and left without looking back. Bongsu watched her go, disappointed by her behavior. The next day during practice, Yusiha still felt physically strong and energized. She convinced herself that Bongsu was merely playing mind games with her to make her do unnecessary things. The coach praised her performance, which only strengthened her belief that her current form was the result of her own efforts and discipline. Ahead of the match, CEO Mina, the team's top player, was interviewed. When asked about Siha joining the starting lineup, she responded positively, saying everyone had high hopes for her. The match began on a high note. Thanks to Siha's outstanding play, the team quickly took the lead. Spectators and teammates alike cheered her on, while Bongsu quietly observed from the sidelines. At a certain point, he decided it was time for her to face the truth. Without warning, he reverted her physical stats back to what they had been before. The shift was immediate. Siha missed an easy serve, and the familiar pain in her knees returned. Her performance deteriorated, and the team began to fall behind. She was eventually taken off the court and headed for the locker room, defeated and confused. There, she heard Bongsu's voice behind her. Calmly, he asked how it felt to fail at something so basic. Then he admitted he had altered her stats just before that moment. Siha tried to confront him, but collapsed from the pain in her knees. Desperate, she asked how he could do such a thing. Bongsu explained that he had full awareness of her body's condition and could manipulate her physical abilities at will. He claimed that her future in volleyball now depended on him. Since she had been disrespectful the day before, he had decided to teach her a lesson. However, he thinks she shouldn't be upset because this is a good opportunity for her. She just needs to obey him, and she could regain everything she lost and perhaps go even further. Siha asked what exactly he wanted in return. He told her to do something with the lightsaber. He recalled how he had once admired her from afar on TV, a prodigious rookie known for her talent. But when they met in person, he saw only a girl with a sharp tongue and a short temper who treated him poorly for no reason. And now she does whatever he says. He even had you know what with her at the end. Meanwhile, the match was over. One of the girls decided to check on Yusiha, but when she opened the door, she saw Bongsu. He said that Yusiha had a headache, and he had brought her some medicine. The girl was worried and asked if she should call a trainer, but Siha told her to just let her be alone. The coach was told that she wasn't feeling well, and he was angry because it was game day. Through his computer, Bongsu saw their dialogue and reports on the girl's emotional state. He had improved her physical performance again, but she felt depressed as she didn't see any point in training now. She couldn't even refuse his help. Otherwise, he would make her weak again. Above all, she couldn't forget what they were doing. She even dreamed about it. Yusiha had decided that it was Bongsu's fault too, so she took his hand and led him away from the others. The team members thought that she had decided to scold him again, but they noticed that the atmosphere between them had changed. Hiding from prying eyes, the girl asked Bongsu what he had done to her. The guy didn't really know what she was talking about. Yusiha was immediately embarrassed and felt something strange when she saw his pumped-up chest. She said that since that day, her body had been getting hot all the time, and Bongsu should get rid of it. But he insisted he hadn't done anything special, just shown her body some nice activities. The guy asked if she really needed help with that. The girl was angry and didn't believe him. He told her to show how she was handling the problem herself, and after that, he would help her. Yusiha refused and wanted to leave, but he reminded her that her results depended on it. In the end, the girl had to give in. After that incident, despite no pain in her knees, she couldn't concentrate while practicing. Even at home, she couldn't calm down. After she finished doing what he wanted, they had, you know what? The players noticed that the girl was long gone. Usually, she never missed practice. Everyone admires how hard she tries despite her injury. Mina asked the girls what the name of the guy they saw Yusiha with was, and where she could find him. She was told that he was in the laundry room right now. The players didn't like that Mina hardly practiced and only cared about her popularity. Meanwhile, Yusiha and Bongsu were on the stairs at this time. The girl heard voices outside the door and became very scared. Bongsu had told her before that no one would be there. Mina found no one in the laundry room. Bong-soo ended up temporarily relieving Yusiha of her problem and told her that he would always be willing to help with it. The girl was finally trapped,